All her life, Daisy Storm lived as an outcast in her own pack, a girl born without a wolf, abandoned by fate, mocked by her people. But on the night of her 18th birthday, she thought the moon goddess had finally given her a gift, a mate bond with the Alpha himself, only to have it shattered in the cruelest way possible. Heartbreak, betrayal, loss. 6 months later, she is summoned back home under tragic circumstances. Her mother is dead, and the one who calls her back, the same man she holds responsible for everything, Alpha Nolan Fenrir. But what Daisy doesn't know is that fate isn't finished with her yet. Daisy Storm had never shifted. Born into a powerful pack, she was supposed to have connected with her wolf at the age of 13 like everyone else. But her wolf never came. She was ridiculed, beaten, called a disgrace to the Blood Moon Pack. Without a wolf, she was weak, less than an omega. Her father had abandoned her at birth. Her mother, the only person who ever loved her, tried to protect her, but even she couldn't shield Daisy from the cruelty of their people. Then came the night of her 18th birthday, the night she found her mate. That night the air was electric. Her heart pounded as the bond clicked into place. Alpha Silas, the strongest wolf in the region, the leader of the Blood Moon Pack, he was her mate. For a moment she thought everything had changed, that she was worth something. But then she found him, in bed with another woman, her biggest tormentor, Sophia, and he rejected Daisy on the spot, stripped her of her mate bond and named Sophia his new Luna. That night, something inside Daisy broke, and she ran. For 6 months she lived in exile, a wolfless girl trying to survive in a world that had no place for her. Then the news came, her mother, dead. The cause, unknown, and the one who demanded her return, the new Alpha of the Blood Moon Pack, Nolan Fenrir, a man who had always hated her, a man she despised above all else. She vowed she would never forgive him. The moment she steps back into Blood Moon territory, she feels it. A strange pull, a connection that shouldn't exist. When she locks eyes with Alpha Nolan, something inside her stirs. It's impossible. She already had a mate once, a mate who broke her. She can't have another. But Nolan, ruthless, cruel Nolan, feels it too. And he doesn't understand it any more than she does. As Daisy investigates her mother's mysterious death, she uncovers secrets about herself she never could have imagined, about her wolf, or rather the reason she never had one. A truth that changes everything. And as the tension between her and Nolan grows, she must decide. Will she fight against fate once more? Or will she embrace the bond, even if it means falling for the man she swore to hate? Daisy digs deeper into her past and finds whispers of a forgotten legend, a bloodline cursed by the moon goddess herself, a line of wolves born different, stronger, but feared by all. Could she be one of them? Nolan's behavior changes too. His harsh, distant exterior begins to crack as the mate bond claws at him. The pull between them is undeniable. But with Daisy's hatred still burning, she refuses to give in. When an attack on the pack forces them to fight side by side, something awakens inside her, a power long suppressed, and Nolan is the first to notice. The rival pack that once feared Blood Moon is growing bolder, sensing weakness in the new leadership. Nolan's warriors are preparing for war, but his greatest battle isn't with his enemies, it's with Daisy. She is the key to something bigger, a force beyond their understanding. And the more Nolan tries to protect her, the more she resists. Betrayals unfold, allies turn to enemies, and Daisy must choose between the past she clings to and the future that calls her name. In a world where fate is law, where bonds are unbreakable, and where love and hate blur into one, Daisy Storm's story is one of resilience, revenge, and an impossible love. But in the end, will she embrace her destiny? Or will she defy the moon goddess once and for all? If you want to know what happens next, make sure to subscribe for more stories just like this.